What's up, everyone out there? Sergeant Tibs at GowhereHipHop.com. Standing right next to me is a legend in the game, Scoop Jackson. How you doing?
I'm good, man. I'm wonderful. Thanks.
Excellent. Well, it's an honor to meet you.
Thank you. My pleasure.
You know, Scoop's, for those out there who don't know, Scoop's done work for a lot of hip-hop magazines, SLAM Magazine, ESPN.com now.
Yep.
So he's out there doing his writing, but he's also in the shoe game. And so we're here, of course, in promotion of the 2010 Nike Trainer SC. So first, can you talk about what this shoe means to you, being such an avid shoe?
Well, you know what? I was telling people earlier today. When the movie Just for Kicks was getting made, and they interviewed me at the time that I went out there to do the interview, I made sure I had some SCs. Yeah, this is about 7 years ago when we did this.
Okay.
And we spent 20 minutes just talking about the SC alone. And being a huge Bo Jackson fan, being a huge John McEnroe fan, tennis fan, it was one of the shoes that really had special meaning to me because of the people that were in it and what they did in it. Everybody's an Air Force One cat, and you got your Cavalry Ones who love their Pegasus, and you got your cats who play ball, love their Jordan, love their lifestyle, this, that, and the other. You got your cats who like the cold weather and like the Gordon, whatever.
Yeah, okay.
I'm an SC dude. So to see the SC return at this level, when they've gone through releasing all the old Jordans, and when they've gone through re-releasing all the old Barkers, when they've gone through, re-releasing just a myriad of things that Nike has gone through. For them to get back to the SC, to get back to the Bowl.
20th anniversary.
I'm like, you know what? Yeah, the packaging is ridiculous. So it means a lot to me because from back in the day, that still rides as one of my favorite Nike shoes. And to see the rebirth, to see the remix.
Yeah.
I'm gassed. I'm like a kid in a candy store. Like I said, I just got a pair a couple of months ago. The Trainer 1.
Okay.
From 86 and 09.
Yeah.
I said that was my retirement shoe. I'm good. I'm out the shoe game after that shoe because to me that makes it full circle.
Okay.
For the way I feel
Brings
about the
it full
SE and the Trainer, especially the Trainer.
Yeah.
The Trainer was crazy. I'm like full circle. I don't need anything else. And just when I think I don't need anything else to come up with the 2010, I'm like, all right, I'm back.
Yeah.
Pull me back in.
That's awesome. Well, you're a particularly interesting figure for me because of your connection with hip hop and the NBA, both passions of mine. So, what I want to ask is, in covering all these figures in hip hop and NBA, was there a hip hop artist and an NBA player that you felt had a lot of parallels that maybe someone doesn't really know about?
Wow. That's a good one. That's a good one. I'll tell you what. Here's the interesting thing. Grant Hill, as L7 or corporately structured as people think Grant Hill is, he's a hip hop head.
Okay.
And I mean, like if you ask Grant Hill, who he's listening to, you might expect him to say, I'm listening to maybe Jazzy, Jeff, Fresh Prince, maybe listening to Flazzy. He's probably listening to Clips.
Okay.
No,
okay.
Right. So that would kind of throw people off because he's a hip hop head.
Yeah.
And that's what you have to love about not just basketball but hip hop is that the least expected person that you try to identify visually and culturally with hip hop is deeper in the game than you think. Okay. So to answer your question, I don't know if I could think of a hip hop artist that would translate on the other end that I've associated with a basketball player that I really didn't expect. But from that perspective, as far as the athlete is concerned, Grant Hill is one of the first people that sticks out in my mind because you can sit down and really, I'm talking about deep hip hop. Like, it's like Grant Hill would be the one to tell you, all right, well, who's the hottest rapper now? He's not gonna say Drake, he's not gonna say Wayne, he's not gonna say even Hov. He'll be like, probably go fix. He'll be like, oh.
Yeah, he's up on his hip hop.
Right. He's like, all right, what was your favorite album this year? And everybody think, oh, Blueprint 3. No, he'd be like, Cuban Links 2. He'd be like, whoa. So stuff like that, and they have a lot of cats like that, but Grant's the first one that comes to my head.
That's awesome. That's great answer.
And you appreciate cats like that.
Yeah, definitely. Well, let's get you out on this one question. Are you following hip hop now? What are some of the new cats that you like?
It's tough, man.
Tough?
You know what? Because a lot of cats will step into the game and trying to, what I want to say, move it forward. From a lyrical standpoint, and even from a production standpoint. It's tough to really get into everything that's coming out. Yes, there are a few artists that come every now and then and say, okay, I gotta get up on because you've heard something that you like.
I see.
You know, but I really don't think they're putting out a challenge to advance the culture. I think they're stagnating, being comfortable, instead of like creatively trying to move it. I've said this, one of the problems I have with hip hop now, and I don't want to sound like an old man, but one of the problems I have with hip hop now is that you know you're never going to hear anybody do You Must Learn by KRS-One.
Yeah.
And not from the standpoint of just teaching the education, but to get that intricate lyric. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, definitely.
From a production side, you're not going to hear anybody try to layer music the way that Primo does. Take something very simple and still use something like a scratch as a four-string record, but listen to the instrumentation and building of music in there. Everybody's laying down one track, boom, let's get it there. If the track rides, it's cool. And no disrespect, but that's the Lil Jon theory about doing things. You know, keep it simple.
That's why it's so refreshing to hear like a premiere, you know, when he comes out with something with like a Kanye or something.
Exactly. You know, and there are too few and far between MCs that ride the lyrical challenge that maybe a Lupe Fiasco, you know, tries to put out there. Right. You know, and sometimes Lupe has disappointed me. Where I'm like, come on, man, I know you can push further than that. I know you can push further than that. You know, so it's hard for me to really get into what's being presented to us every day.
Okay.
The search is much more difficult to find what I consider somebody who's pushing the creative level of which hip hop can push itself to. And you have to understand, I came from the origins of the culture and where it started, and that's what made it different.
Okay.
It continued to push. Every time somebody came with something different. You know, there was, you know, Grandmaster Cass, and then all of a sudden you had somebody like Kool Moe Dee. And then you took Kool Moe Dee and you pushed that out, and then you had a challenge with somebody like an LL. And then from an LL you had another challenge where you had somebody come out from the era of the KRS-One and the Rakim.
Okay.
You took that and you get what I'm saying? Every time somebody's trying to push and push and
Evolving,
push,
pushing them.
but they were trying to push to get past them. And then you had cats on the ground like, hey, you got everybody. Everybody was like, no, we can't mess with it. And you had Big Daddy Kane up here. Now, my question to you is, just trying to make this make sense to you, is, you know, who's Wayne really pushing lyrically to try to advance this culture? I'm trying to make rhymes like, are you really trying to do something that nobody else has done before on a lyrical content?
For Wayne, you know, I don't think so. I think I'm not as huge of a fan of him as a lot of people in our younger generation is. You know, but you mentioned
nothing against him.
Yeah. I was just gonna say, I mean, you mentioned Lupe. He's probably our favorite artist lyrically, and you know, I could see, you know, he's really gonna try to push the boundaries for maybe this next album. I don't know.
And we hope so,
We'll
because that's what he needs, but I hate for him to be out there on an island alone.
Yeah.
And that's what I think my biggest problem with hip-hop is that we have to search too hard to find that individual.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sitting
It
here
should
waiting.
just be a collective.
Right, it's like, all right, you know, Daylight gonna drop something, and then, you know, Tribe's gonna drop something, and then Chris is gonna drop something, and they're always gonna push literally, you sit and listen, man, I'm trying to, these cats are doing it, they're pushing it to another level, and we don't see that inconsistency anymore. You know, the fact that I'm sitting there waiting for Lupe to drop something, and Jean Grey to drop something, come on, it should be more than that.
Okay.
You know, and it's not, so it bothers me, but the one thing I do love about the culture is that they've left us so much in the past that we can always go back and listen and still learn.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Well, hey, pardon on some words of wisdom. We really appreciate the time.
Always, man. Anytime. Thank you for the love.
Yeah, thank you.
All day.